All right. Y'all know what it is. Freestyle Friday. Live theory and news straight from the ether. Real theory and news straight from the ether. Shots was fired. Tonight we're getting into what's on their minds, and you must learn. Semi part two to are you a living soul or you a book? Um, I want to start off by saying introduce the masters that's on the panel tonight. We got Master McCool. You already know. Big Chief Thunderbird. Nah, it ain't the Big Chief Thunderbird, but he's Big Chief McCool. Nah, eat the boys. And you got
Rahubat.
Teddy Nada,
Everybody.
Tahuti. Y'all can still introduce yourself, say something to the people.
Rahubat, peace, love, and light.
That's right. That's what we about. Love and light. Tonight we're gonna bring some light. What's concerning me is that as I be on these Facebook pages and all these social media sites, you got people that still want to conform to books and they want to always value you with book knowledge. As I always say, it's not wrong with book knowledge, and it's not wrong with having a point of reference, but everything don't come out of a book and everything don't have a point of reference. Spirituality. Um, you have to be able to elevate your soul. You have to be able to become one with yourself. You gotta connect with the vast universe. If you say you deal with these things, why is that you always come with book reference? Tell you, oh, you're dealing with European knowledge or you're dealing with outdated information. Yeah, if you get down to it, you might as well say it's all outdated information. You know what I mean? Because it's things that occurred in the past, and you're dealing with the present and the now. You know what I mean? And the past, present, and future all ties into one. You have to go through the past and learn the future, or connect with the future. In order to understand yourself, you have to go through your past and connect with the now and the future. Because if you're not, you'll be hung up on the same old ideologies, thoughts, emotions, and feelings. It's hard for a person when they're dealing on a plane, on a spiritual plane or a mental plane or an etheric plane, and you're dealing with people that's still stuck this realm of a physical plane, physical existence, mere mortals, but they claim themselves to be gods or they claim themselves to be higher than others. They rally around, and then the first thing you do is when you show and prove or you outsmart them or you present evidence that's abundance out here for you to know that debunk this shit, they still try to tell you you're wrong because they coming from their book. And I don't understand that how do y'all fellas? You know, cool, tell me.
I hear you.
Hey, can you help me with that? Like, can you? I said I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't get it.
Hmm.
A lot of people are stuck and conforming to these books, man. Then you got the revolutionists. Don't forget that. They swear they're gonna beat this right now. They're gonna beat it with a war, a physical war.
My problem is that they want to fight with us when the real battle's out there. I don't understand that. We're not different from them. We're the same as them. We just taking the right path or the right path to rat. So yeah, I mean they're waiting for the next book to come out. I don't know what you're waiting for. Do you get what I'm saying? If you want to go into battle with someone, you can't take a week. You can't go away and do research because I don't know what you've been doing in the meantime. So, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what they're doing either. Yeah. Just about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I want to chime in.
Go ahead, Terry.
Yeah, I had noticed some things you had made reference to on Facebook. I noticed that Victoria Broussard and her husband were going to visit the master teacher,
Yeah.
and he would chime in every now and then on Facebook and share it live. That helps, it helps to drive the idea of clarity home, but at the same time, when they get there, are they going to continue, with the footage, or is it just going to be, the journey there? That's what I'm curious about. And then another thing to expound on the books, it's like, okay, what more information can you get from these books unless they're telling you how to transform, how to use these key tones and basically look for these dimensional shifts and signs in the stars, I mean? Other than that, I don't know what else can they get from those information. I've read some of it and I didn't get that much more further than what the master teacher had already left off. You know, uh, that's what I'm most curious about. And then they speak of reference of building, and I'm like, okay, you're gonna build another bookstore, or are you gonna build a place where people can live? Because which one are you? What are y'all gonna do? That's what I'm mostly concerned about. So when you had made reference to shots fired, I'm kind of curious to what occurred because we didn't really get time to build on it. I was mostly, building with my family, doing my own little family research and stuff. So I'm kind of curious of what kind of shots fired may have ensued, and I missed out. Did you hear me, Brother Greg?
Yeah. You said you don't understand what type of shots are fired. You said.
Like was something said specifically? I tend to tune out the drama. You know what I mean? I done moved past it once we the code of law that they didn't have that much understanding. It wasn't too much else I can do. I got a call coming in.
Hello. Hello. Say that again.
No, yeah, the cool. That's all.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah. When you say shot fires, I don't know. You got individuals out here. Like the song said, they must not. You know what I mean? They hate for no reason, or they try to. They have no reference to standpoint, or they have no real grudge. It's just they dealing with opinions, or they roll with you at one minute, they get you and they down for everything, you helping them. And then once you get into something with them, now all of a sudden they trying to slander your name or defame you, make videos, clicking guns. Swear they saying they respect the black woman and the black woman is valid at the same time saying the black woman she's powerful and she can get it too. You know what I mean? So I shoot her because she's powerful than me. And that just lets you know that they're inferior or they just what you call that? Like the Europeans do when they try to put the women behind them or belittle them. What's that? Male chauvinist pig. You know what I mean? But they say they about love, but they have love in them, but they don't have no love. They don't have no true love. You know, when I'm on here and I'm getting at people, it's not from not hate or it's not hatred. It's just that I know you don't know what you're talking about. I really know you're not in tune with yourself. You know, um, you're still dealing with a belief system. You know what I mean? You know, you want to believe that something's taking place that's not taking place. When we talk about the illustrious spiritual teacher, Master Dr. Malachi, everybody, everyone knows, the white yoke is in jail, but the entity, or the spiritual being that supposedly guided him or wrote, guided his pen is not in jail. So, and that's my point of reference. Like, you got all this, you got all this, um, free Dr. York, and not knowing and understanding that you can't free that person and that these people that's pushing this campaign, Victoria and them and Maury and them, they scammers and they scammers, they scam artists. Like they trying to keep the money from them and so they can live the life they want to live or so-called say they're about a movement to rebuild and establish something and they putting that money right in their pocket. Like we say, like you can't sit here and say you got to petition to free a person by his 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 spiritual name or the legal name that he changed his name into. Then you know and understand if you punch it in 80X Max in Florence, Colorado, and you'll see that it's the white yoke that's detained. Malachi York. So how can you put a petition in that name? That's not, and this is not what it's all about. This whole show is not about that. What I have, it's not about that. I'm really out here trying to help a people raise themselves, help a people wake themselves up from the spell and sleep that they're under, and they want to continue to be under this spell. That's mind boggling. Like you're looking for someone to be free to guide you, but what about guiding yourself? Um, so, well, you was a 5% at one time, so you should know, knowledge and all this and that, and knowledge it means know the ledge, man. So you won't fall off that ledge into the uncivilization of the world. You know what I mean? Or as they used to say, civilization. You know what I mean? And also used to say like when you deal with the supreme alphabets, the S was self-saving. And it was like you had to save yourself before you could save others. So how can you save someone when you haven't even saved yourself? And when I say put on these gardener clothes, that means you're taking yourself and you're putting the gardener's clothes and you're putting yourself in the shoes of Yahshua, you know what I mean, or Jesus, you know what I mean, or the Christ, or the Messiah. So that means when you say put on the gardener's clothes, that means that you become that what is, you become that which came to help raise you. When that thing is no longer around, what do? Then you crawl into a hole. You crawl to the hole. Do you stop guiding yourself? Do you keep the mission going? So I don't know if Terry heard me. You say shots fired. You have people out here that's shooting and saying things about us. You know what I mean? Saying, oh, these guys don't know what they're talking about. Yada yada. Of course, to you, we don't know what we're talking about yet. Raise yourself spiritually. You haven't yet come in tune with yourself. You haven't yet felt true love. You don't even know what love is. You don't know what it is when you say peace and divine love or peace and divine blessings or blessings. You know what I mean? A life of bliss. You catch that, Terry?
Oh, I mean, I'm listening. Were you in reference to me? I'm sorry. Pardon.
No, I think you had asked me a question. You had said, you said shots fired. You said what kind of shots was fired?
Yeah, sound like some more drama coming our way.
Right, again, you know what I mean? Dude did a whole video in his show, and he wasn't even man enough to keep their show on live, you know what I mean, or post it. And I'm not out here to call on anyone on a debate at all, you know what I mean? But if you bring it to me, my business, the debate is on, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna run, I'm not gonna tuck my tail, you know what I mean? But all that to me is like pull us off the path for the mission that we on. So I really don't have time for that. I put the work in though. You know what I mean? But I don't have time for that. You know what I mean? You just trying to pull me off of what I'm trying to accomplish and what I have accomplished and what I'm trying to do or what we trying to do. You know what I mean? We coming around. We coming up. We're gathering together on a whole nother level of scale that people on or paths that they think they're on and they're not even on no path at all, but the path of destruction. They're headed for self-destruction. You know what I mean? Criminal minded. They criminal minded. They criminal minded. And a whole nother set of reference of point.
All
You
right.
know what I mean?
I know they're gonna be forced to produce. You know, transparency with them is gonna require them to produce. You know, produce those lands that in Africa they suggesting they're gonna have to do. You know, and I'm under the assumption they're going to, sell enough books to build this land. You know, I mean, I don't know. I didn't know books was that profitable, but that's what I'm under the assumption of. Other than that, what else is there that they're presenting? You know, because I asked them to demand from their embassy transparency, and then they got on me like I'm the bad guy. I'm like, I'm not the bad guy. I'm just some man on the outside looking in. Because when I was in there, I asked y'all, and y'all misrepresented information and misled me just by stating, oh, you can be this. Oh, go on this petition and sign this, and you have to fill out this application online, and you go to the website, and the website ain't up. The website is under construction. Then you're like, okay, what in the world? And then you go to this other one that they have, and it's these documents. You have these documents printed up, and then what am I to do with these documents now? So now I submit this document to you, and then what? Then what? I guess they're supposed to produce now some tags for your vehicle so you can transport what? I mean, what is different? You know what I mean? Within those parameters of what he's saying, what's different? Am I exempt from anything now? You know what I mean? So that's what I'm talking about with transparency and holding them accountable. Eventually, they're going to have to really produce something that's of merit.
Right. If they want to function in that world, in that society, and not to take away what you said, there's some things that's coming down the pipe that's way bigger that also ties into it, what you're saying. You know what I mean? It ties into that. Either you free yourself spiritually, or you free yourself by disassociating yourself, or correcting your status. Period. Point blank simple. And to me, it's a big entertainment failure. Keep the people wandering, keep the people lost. Truly stop the people from saving themselves. You know, come follow me. I don't want no one to follow me. I'm not asking you to come follow me. But what I will ask you to do, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just adding to what you're saying, brother. I believe, or I'll just say this. My non-mind tells me, with what's going on currently and how we are bound by certain codes of law and bound by law, and we're forced to function in a monetary system, it comes to a point where you have to say the next book they should be looking forward to should be informing them about law. Off top, what kind of law? What's some laws that y'all gonna be, using and the functioning of these laws? Who's going to enforce them? How would these laws be structured? Or are they going to be structured to the point where each individual is held accountable, and they kind of like the laws of Ma'at, you judge yourself and hold yourself accountable, or like and then you got to say, okay, how does these laws supersede the ones that we're currently involved in? How do we subtract ourselves from those laws to where we can just function under these laws? You see what I'm saying? And have immunity against those said laws that we were under previously. You know what I mean? That's what I'm talking about. Address those issues.
Right.
Because that's what matters. If you're not going to be transforming and getting on that tip, then at least, acknowledge that which binds you, that which applies. You see what I'm saying?
Right. That's right. And trust me, Nicole, you have anything to add to that?
No, well, not really. I haven't really got much to say. Just that these niggas are acting up, making funny videos, clicking guns. I mean, which part of right knowledge is this? This is completely just way out of control because people have their own opinion. Do you get what I'm saying? For having your own opinion, you can be attacked. People can cock guns on you, can abuse you,
Right.
It's just, I don't understand. This is getting into realms of ridiculousness. I mean, there's entertainment, there's edutainment, and there's goddamn foolishness. And this is bordering on foolishness. You know what I'm saying? The real battle's out there. Look at the assassin. Even though I fear for his safety, but he's going in there trying to take on Chuck Morgan and the rest. You know what I'm saying? That's what we supposed to be doing, or that's what they supposed to be doing. But I don't think they're armed or prepared properly for that type of battle.
Nah, they're not prepared at all for that.
Agreed.
Chuck Morgan don't eat them alive.
It's just misguided focus. You know what I'm saying? No one's of the same accord, even amongst them. Some want to fight us, some want to fight Chuck Morgan, some want to fight, you know what I mean?
Right.
There's no fusion. There's just confusion. You know what I mean? And they're just trying to bring it our way with some barbaric type of attitude when we're dealing with knowledge and information. You're upset because you can't prove us wrong. Because we say it's not in there. We say, yes, it could possibly be a clone. What? Is that a killable offense? Oh, sorry, that's almost as bad as Yanun and spelling it Anunnaki and I am. You know what I mean? Where people talking about touching people and all that type of stuff. This is ridiculous. You know what I mean? Some of our brothers and sisters are sick in their head. You know what I'm saying? This information was too much for them, and their own personal circumstances are affecting their judgment. You know what I'm saying? And the main thing is they want to jump to the master teacher's defense like he needs defending. When you guys are they're the defamers. They're the ones at the root of it, no matter how you look at it. Whether it's an ex-New Arpian or it's a current New Octillion, the mission is still the same. To destroy the image and the credibility of the master teacher. Now, when you do that, or you ignore the information that he's laid down already, then you insult us.
Cool.
Yeah.
I want to add to what you were saying.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny how they would make reference to, archives or outdated information. But yet I see sometimes those who are, new to the path of the way, they will post old information, like I seen someone share an image concerning the Mind Scroll, and I was like, okay, that's a good one, but yeah, I thought y'all were saying that was outdated. I'm thinking that your post should be concerning all the new information and showing me how that relates to the old information. That would be proper research, and they're not doing that. So it's like, okay, what are y'all really up to? You know what I mean? I don't get it. Like, to me, if we were going to come out with new information, there should be, just like when the master teacher would issue new information, a whole study group with nothing but new audience in the room present, trying to get that information and researching it and confirming it. And once they confirm it, they present it to the people and say, hey, did you know that, so on and so forth, that there's in the Bermuda Triangle, there's a pyramid, and it was composed, the outside of it was mostly composed of quartz, and it still vibrates under the ocean to this day, and that's why they don't go over it and use boats over it and all this other stuff, and they don't, that's what I'm saying, like a form of research methodology isn't taking place here, and not being displayed. Some people say, oh, well, we'll just dismantle all you say versus the language. And I'm like, okay, well, if we were going with your script, how does your script tie into the previous script? And can we trace it back to that script? Or is it an entirely new script?
My thing is, anyone who read the old script and said the new script is fine is just as deluded. That's even worse, I think. Because if you're new and you just came into it recently, then that's not your fault. The fault lies at the people who's given you this information or whatever. But you, old school, cantankerous, you know what I'm saying? You're supposed to know better. People say, oh, yeah, I can see the gold book in it. I can see the black book. I can see the... Well, what's the point of that? They're actually denying it. They're saying, nah, it ain't got nothing to do with none of those books. This is new. This is an update. Well, that's obviously not true. They said it was the master teacher. Well, that's obviously not true. You know what I'm saying? They said it was an update. Well, that's obviously not true. What's true? What's factual? I won't go into war with none of that information. Alelu in the Thrones is not going to help you when people are going to be throwing insults and case studies and, fake documents. It was me now. Well, I studied those things. I made sure I did the research on all of that information. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
There's no way man's gonna pull medical records from clear across the country. You know what I'm saying? Man's gonna take medical records, but man ain't got angioedema. What type of stupidness is this? It's all a fantasy. No, it is. They want us to buy into the myth, but as I said, that new information is just gonna make you look pseudo, and then you're liable for attacks. It encourages violence.
Right.
And I'm talking intellectual violence. Well, you think, yeah, I'm a new Albion, I'm ready, but you're not. No, if you're following that new shit, hell no. Want to get back on that and new shit.
There you go. Yeah. Knowledge of that shit and get back onto new shit. This new shit. That new cool shit.
That's right.
And that's not really disrespect nobody, because I wouldn't have anybody come together with anybody, but it gotta be sensible. You have to deal with sound like music, man. You have to have an understanding before you could talk. Like the brother Cameron, like the brother Cameron Martin, like he got a post on his page that says the first kings were women. I believe it was something to that effect. Hold on, I got you. Give you a second. Yeah, that the first kings were women, and that the women were, I don't know, just misquoted. So you know,
You might need to come out and come back in because you're sounding swimming poolish.
oh, I sound chopped up. I sound like I'm in the pool.
Well, that's better now.
I'm better now.
Yeah.
Okay. So here we go. Brother Cameron's post said, the real king is the woman, for she ruled first on this planet. Right? And that's right now. So, if you go into the Black Book and it explain that the women were here on this planet first. And you got people that come on brothers posts that's man, they like, king, huh? These are men. You know what I mean? King, huh? Like, come on, man. You got enough women trying to be men these days. Yada yada yada. All right, that's the way of the world. That's the way of the world right now. Socially, women out here that really think they're men or want to play the position of a man. You know, we're not saying that the woman is a man. Men are the same. One just has a breast and a vagina, the other one has no breast. I mean, no flabby breast that and a penis. So, but scientifically speaking, or not even scientifically speaking, speaking in with common sense and sound right reason, why would you automatically assume and think that we're trying to say women and men and that their title is king? No. That's how I would say the first kings were women. You know what I mean? You understand what I'm saying? And dude want to fight me about it. So, you know, I come in a post and I say, well, you know, black woman's God. The real king is the woman, for she was the first. You know what I mean? So I come in and I'm like, yo, bro, like, you know, bro, that's real. You know, black woman is God. You know, so brother come in and says, you know, well, you know, that's not something fact. That's what if you look throughout the time. I hate using that terminology, history, but when you look at the facts, when you go through documentation and things that took past, you'll see that a lot of pharaohs, you know what I mean, or so-called authorities were women that wore mustaches and beards. So he's like, yeah, that's true. And I say when you deal with America, and when the Europeans came over here, the women were the chiefs of the tribe. So he's like, man, that sounds like some European shit, some Christian shit, some white people shit out the Bible. They're gonna say, you know, I said native. He said Indian. I used to term native. He gonna come back and tell me that I said Indian. Native sounds nothing like Indian. You know what I mean? Native American. So you know what I mean? So I'm like, all right, well, where you coming from? These people was over here, they came, you know what I'm saying? You know, where you coming from? Hold up, that's a European terminology. How you gonna come try to fight? First of all, if he said, yo, I'm on another realm, I'm dealing with things that are higher, this realm, this is gonna sound, this sound like some European joggering, you know what I mean? Some nationalist, well, you know, Christianity stuff. And I'm like, whoa. Now, when you do your research, now you're going to do your research, brother. You know what I mean? It's a fact that they was cheap. You know what I mean? Then it was a fact that these women. He said, well, I don't deny that the women didn't do that, it wasn't women that stepped up in this position. But when you look at society today, we have enough problem where women are being turned into men with their dressing, the way they look, and they act. I said, well, that's a whole other jargon in itself that you're dealing with. You know what I mean? When you're dealing with that, now you're dealing with another scientific situation where you know with dealing with the chromosomes and all that, where you have with the men, right? You have men that have more you have men that have more more X chromosomes than Y chromosomes. Okay? And that's where makes some men more feminine or some to the point to where they becomes homosexuals. And he said, oh, that's another European bullshit jargon. I said, well then, and you could use that same factor with the woman, but it ain't even so much with the woman with the chromosome because they have two X's. Then you have women that are more or less they may have more estrogen within them. You know what I mean? And that'll make them more masculine. You know what I mean? Because they may have a stronger um, masculinity within them. You know what I mean? So he comes with the point reference of the food, what's being put into the food, and this is why women are acting crazy and they're becoming more manly and more manly. Huh? I said, well, I'll take it to a scene that you're talking about realms and all. I'll take it to another situation. You know what I mean? Whereas when you're dealing, being that you're talking about realms, right, beyond and you pass all this, right, then when you're dealing with that type of divinity and this and that science, you know what I mean, of the divinity, well, women have to come in tune with their masculinity because you have too many male chauvinist men out here that try to put the pressure on them and belittle them. So they had to be tough in this day and time because the pressure that was being put on them. So yeah, you got a lot of women that are out here in men positions because these Europeans first they didn't want the women working at all. But now in today's society you have more women populated working than men working. So now yeah, they feel a sense of authority dealing in a man's world. So they have to balance their nature out. So they have to get in tune and in touch with their masculinity within them. It pushes them to, in their mind, to think like a man, and their ways become man-like. So he tells me that's bullshit. So I said, all right, I'll take it to another level with you. Created man. This is why he was saying that. Then he shows you a book where it says that the woman, the cover with a woman, where he says that the woman was the king and the woman was God. So I'm like, he's telling me to read this book. And I'm like, hold on, You just told me that's not a factor. You know what I mean? That's not a fact. So I'm saying, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna bust it to you another way. When you said it, you deal with the time of Kemet, he started bringing up Kemet. Because when I broke it down to him about the natives and all, I said, first of all, there was a time that those Africans that you call an African, which is a European terminology that I don't deal with and I don't acknowledge, Africa, and then tell me that I'm using European things, and then here you go, you're using Africa. The people that were over, the indigenous to this land that was already on this landmass were called Almacs, and they walked over onto this landmass before the continental drift. When this landmass was connected with that continent over there that they call Africa. So he skipped all past that last night to come today to start trying to use my own shit, Almacs. Now, because you said Indian, I'm saying I never used Indian. I said native, and I said my grandmother 5 times back, which is a fact, was the chief of her tribe when the Europeans came to America. And then when they brought Africans over here on the boatload, Africans over there, what you're calling Africans, I said, I didn't call them Africans, I said, what you're calling Africans was a runaway slave, and he ran to my mother's tribe and ended up marrying my grandmother. You know what I mean? Not my mother, my grandmother's tribe, and that's a fact. So he's like, what you mean, chief? All right, the word terminology chief didn't even come from over here. When you go to Africa, that's what they're called, and they call chiefs. That terminology came later when the Europeans tried to steal our royal bloodlines, and they started making titles of kings and queens, and duchess and barons and all of that situations. Because if you're going back into Egyptian times, they was called what? Pharaohs, Nefertites, and what else? Gods before that. So I'm like, you can't even use Kemet or Egypt or pharaohs and all that, because then you have a whole nother hit. You have a whole nother civilization that comes way before the Kemetids and ancient Sumer, any of those time frames where they was gods. So now when you go back to dealing with America, you have the Olmecs, right? That was here in America, right? That lived in the landmass from Mexico all the way to here before the Mexicans became Aztecs and Mayans. You know what I mean? So I'm like, yo, what are you talking about, bro? I'm like, yo, you wasting my time. I said, what I came on here to do is talk to you about realms, because you say you're dealing with realms. So what realm are you dealing with? Are you dealing with the physical realm? Are you dealing with the mental realm? Or are you dealing with the spiritual realm? Got into the plane, so what realm you on? You ain't said nothing about the realms yet. Oh, I was taught that you have to have proper diet and meditation to deal with these realms. So I said, brother, what happened with the chakras? I'm talking about chakras. I wasn't taught that. I said, well, whoever did taught you, your teacher taught you wrong. How are you going to come on here talking about realms and meditation and diets? I said, I stopped eating pork at 16. 24, I stopped eating meat. By 23, I tapped into my DNA and my DNA exploded, and I walked into the vortex. So my proper diet been right. It wasn't even about the diet that got me right. Is that when I acknowledged that I was God and I started doing my indigenous study, and when I was what they call a Father Center, or within the body of the 5% Nation of Islam, my brother was one of the first 9 borns on Staten Island, and he taught me when I got knowledge of self to never say that I was a 5%, to say that my tree of light came from the 5%, but I deal with all religions under the sun. Under the sun. Christianity, Mosesism, Mohammedanism, whatever. And from that journey, from that place on, I began to build with Jews. I began to build with Hebrew Israelites. I built with Muslims. I went to Juma services. I studied the Quran. I studied the Bible. to where before I was 23, 22, I had already stepped into the realms. But I said, but that wasn't even because of the studies that I did. It was that I was born incarnated because I had experiences from when I was 8 years old and 10 years old that I didn't understand until I got knowledge of self. And then when my DNA exploded and I was being told when I was in the realms, when it says you walked into the vortex, that means you walked into the planes at the fourth. Because once you get to the fourth plane, prophethood. And in the Bible, it told you didn't step into the state of prophethood until you was 40. So here I am at 22, stepping into the fourth realm. On the fourth plane, stepping into the vortex on a mental plane, on a spiritual. No, because I passed the mental plane onto a spiritual plane because I did the mental plane when I got knowledge of self, and it became mental. See, and then when 22, when my DNA exploded, I stepped into the spiritual realm because it was spiritually that the ancestors or the one they call Melchizedek was talking to me, telling me who I was in the book of life. You understand? It said, look for those in white. And that's what I did later on. And then I obtained all these other this other information to tie into the confirmation to be able to use that information that they saying outdated to go what I know spiritually and mentally. See, and I didn't get stuck in those books. Give me a confirmation or a point of reference to what I already knew, what was already supplanted in me, and what I was born as. So I can't sit around and fake the funk and make shit up. So I had used the books to a certain point in time to where I had to put the book down so I could step further into the planes and start dealing with gases. But the problem is you got these fucking new babies. And if anyone want to chime in, do so, because, I just wanted to break that down. It's just an example of what I'm saying that I'm tired of. These dudes say you're about this, you're about that, and then when a motherfucker get in your ass, when motherfuckers start coming with that shit, you know what I mean? That shit, that ether. When that nigga when you start with this ether and these women start fucking them up, being that, Remy Ma came with the shita, and these women fucking these men's up. These niggas get all in their feelings.
Yo, brother Greg.
Yeah.
I was gonna chime in for a second and add on to what you were saying about when you get to a certain point of the physical, you got to put the books down and start dealing with the gases, because when you're dealing with our physical, it only goes so far, and then when you really begin to expand and start seeing things from your third eye, or what I like to call your first eye, because for them to say third, it would make it in the order of being second or another division of a lower division of your two physical eyes. And the only reason why you have two physical eyes is because you're in the duality setting, and that's the dimension we are in, and it's in the dual type of, like a duality type of setting. It's like a 3. Now, when you exit past this density to the fourth density, you're no longer bound by the physical. You take on, exactly like you're saying, your etheric, your gaseous form. So that means you leave behind all those senses that you are familiar with in this physical form. That will mean your sense of smell, your sense of taste, your sense of touch, you know, your sense of hunger. You don't have any of those senses anymore. You know what I mean? You're taking on a whole nother vibration, and this vibration has higher senses. Like you still feel, but that sense of feeling is a higher, heightened perception of feeling. You become more sensitive or more acute to certain things, like, for example, energy and motion. You become more acute to that. So, as you begin to expand in those planes and those forms, when you come back to this physical form, you kind of carry over some of those vibrations. So some people might be like, "Man, you acting soft, you acting sensitive to a certain thing," and it's no, I'm more in tune with what you're saying, and so I get offended easier because I sense what you're saying more so than what you're really saying. You know what I mean? So like people
Right, because
get,
it's way deeper. It's so
yeah,
deeper than rap.
it's the
You
energy and
know,
motion.
this thing is way energy and motion, man. And I like how you said that when you step into these planes, these spiritual planes, that the little gases, when you come back into this reality, you're back around all this deadness, walking zombies. You know, people want to look at that as a real state of zombies walking around, looking decayed and eating on people and munching on people. You know, it may come to that at one time, one day maybe, but you know, you have walking zombies now. These motherfuckers is literally dead. Then you have those that are possessed with the dead, with spirits that haven't ascended. You know what I mean? And they jumping these niggas running around here with all these not you, no disrespect, brother, to me, because you know you're on a high frequency, but you have a lot of and not just that you're on a high frequency, you're in tune with yourself. These dudes running around with these titles, and they not fucking in tune with themselves. You know what I mean? They fucking liars. You know, or some of them, most of them are possessed because they did all these rituals. You know what I mean? These ceremonies, and they called on these beings that took over their shell. You know what I mean? And they don't know what to do. They don't know what's going on. So now you're coming at me with this deadness, wrap your ass up and throw you back in your tomb now. Because you speaking a bunch of jargon, nigga. How you gonna have a title so powerful? Then you say, "Oh, I don't have my books and my tools," but you in your chat and you in your group and you debating people, and you coming at people talking about they lost. Defend yourself, and then you get mad and you kick me out your group, or you say unfriend me or block me. No, nigga, block yourself. You on someone else's post trying to talk shit and can't defend yourself. Oh, I'm tired of this shit. Well, if you're tired of it, stop answering and stop speaking. Look at what's being said and shut the fuck up. You know, those that are really in tune that I know that are on my page, they never say nothing, but they don't deny my passage. They accept my passage when I tag them. They don't block me. They don't kick me off their page. You know what I mean? They're still on my friend list.
I done had that happen. They still be on your friend list, but they'll block you off certain things. Yeah, I done had that happen.
Or they don't block you at all. You feel me? They just don't say nothing because they're at a higher frequency. They understand what I'm saying, and they left the realm of debating because that's not their job. But I'm only doing my job. You can't be mad at me for what I'm doing. You know what I mean? I'm only doing I'm only being who I am, who I came to be. That's it. That's all. That's it. That's all. No single normal. The facts. You know what I mean? Carol has swung all over again. You know what I mean? Now it's reign supreme over nearly everyone. Niggas is lost, B. Seriously. Sickness. This is sickness. It's sad. It's really sad. And you try to help them. You say, well, someone could break it down. Well, nigga, I'm breaking it down. fighting it. I give you what you want, you still fighting it. That's
I
why.
say they was ready to question, but they weren't ready to listen.
Yeah, they ain't ready, man. So, dudes running around, oh, actual facts, talk about this, talk about that. Oh, and I did, in the language that, they fought from the path. They fought from the path because you're still looking for a man that's in prison, locked up to guide you. And you're not complaining, you're not guiding yourself. You're not guiding yourself. You're not taking what he came to give you and living by it. You said, well, oh, I'm only listening to him. How far does that go? When does that stop? When do you realize to say that you are him, that you could do as he does? You know what I mean? That you could do as he does. And I'm going to quote Yahshua again. I'm going to quote the one that called Jesus Christ again, the Messiah again. I will say what he said. Me and you are one and the same, like me and my father are one and the same. You could do as I do. I do, you do. I am the all within the all. We are the all with the all. So hard about that. One and the same with the all, like we all are one and the same with the all. How you gonna sit up there and say, oh, the all is you can't add to it, well, and you can't take from it. Well, I'm not adding to it and taking from it. You know what I mean? Thank you for bigging me up because you make me bigger than what I am now. I mean, even though I am bigger than what I am now, but you get what I'm saying. Like, well, then you're making me bigger than what I am because I never said I was outside the all. I am the all within the all. I am the all with the all. I am the source. You see to wake up. Yeah. You need to wake up. Yeah. It's talking this shit. Yeah.
Yep.
Still want to talk about Illuminati. Yeah,
Illuminati. It's
want your
basic, man.
mind, soul, and your body, and they got their mind, soul, and their body.
Exactly. That Illuminati stuff is standard information, but they shouldn't be putting it over the master teacher's information, claiming that in front of it, claiming Donald Trump. Get what I'm saying? Menace to society. We don't care about Donald. We don't care about none of them. Just study their law and study how you can surf around them. You don't want to run into them head on. You want to bypass them. They ain't got nothing to do with you.
Exactly.
Yep. We got our own intergalactical federation going on. Contracts and treaties that they couldn't imagine. So lucky it's Freestyle Friday.
Freestyle Friday. Ready, man. Stay deep.
Yep.
Billy Alvarez back to join us in a minute. Brother Alvarez said he got to join us in a minute.
Okay.
You know, hold on. It's man, it's crazy, man. So man, like, I don't understand these people, man. And they see people and they text back and forth through the world, that all day saying the same shit. Wow, wow,
Hmm.
wow, wow. Come on, man. Wake up, man.
Hmm.
Okay. And that's why I'm on to go right back into, well, you're a winner soul, or you're a poor. When you begin to deal with your oversoul, when you begin to deal with your soul, when you begin to deal with your spirituality,
Hmm.
when you begin to say yourself, like,
You're cracking up though, bro.
oh yeah, I'm still breaking up.
Yeah,
That,
yeah.
okay, that's time now.
Hmm.
That's good. You hear me?
Yeah, yeah. That's better.
All right, yeah, well, you know what I mean? When do you?
Sounds a bit hollow or something. I don't know.
Hello, you. Yeah,
Mic
we
check,
do.
mic check, 1 2 1 2.
Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Yeah, I mean, yeah. But like I was saying though, when do you begin to deal with your spirituality for real? When do you begin to fix yourself? You know, and it's okay. Everybody's not gonna make it, and that's the sad part about it. That was one of the Master Jesus' favorite saying. Like, you know, you may want to save your family, friends, brothers and sisters, but nieces, nephews, cousins, uncles, aunts. But it's just to say, you know, some people are not gonna make it. They're not gonna make it as far as saving yourself. You know what I mean? Not to say, you know, a person's spirituality is a person's spirituality. You know, that was one of the masters saying too, like, you know, leave your grandmother and your mother's alone. Like, you could mess up your spirituality bringing this type of information to them. But I'm not talking about them. Oh, fuck Hebrew Israelites, fuck the Christians, forget the Muslims. Like, it's all fake. All right, but they have more spirituality than you. You know what I mean? They strongly believe in what they believe in. They stand by those morals, and they're sweet and they're kind, and they help others. You know what I mean? I'm not talking on the Bible thumping people that sit here and tell you, "Oh, you're gonna go to hell." You know, I'm talking about the ones that have no no malice or meanness within their bones because of what you I hate using that word believe in, or whatever denomination or religion or religious sector or whatever you're a part of. They don't judge. They give you that same love and kindness. You know, those same ideologies or those same dogmas or those same religions become the strong people that we are in America, where we was beaten, robbed, and enslaved, hoodwinked, shamed, duped. And that was the only thing they had to raise themselves. That's how they, the muck and the mire, as you know, as Yahweh would say. You know what I mean? This is how they became strong. And some adapted to the white man's ideology and his strongness, and lived by that example and came up out of it as well through education or through hard work and dedication. But they was one. It was a time when the communities were together. The black community, or what you said, and that's another term I hate to use, black. You know what I mean? But the communities, that's why I use community. We was together until they made till integration was no more. I mean, when segregation was no more, and the integration fucked it all up. Became the people of the dunya, the people of the world. You know, because now we're integrated, and now we rubbing elbows with these people, and a lot of people got lost within that integration of the values of what was the community uphold. Now they think they them, and the people within their community. When it didn't matter if you had education to no education in that time, helping one another, a village raising the children, those values, standpoint, pride. You know, it was a need for a, a revolution to, to transpire. And today it seems like we right back at that same focal point of revolution. Let's get into that's like getting into with that old man yesterday. And you said, what's up with that old man not being on that page? The red, white, no, the red, black, and the green against the, you know what I mean? The red, white, going against the red, white, and blue, and we gotta win this war. No, you're not. You're gonna get killed. You're gonna get murdered. You're gonna get slaughtered. Thinking you're gonna go up against the machine and fight in the night. You know what I mean? And where's you and those people that chose to follow you into that? I'm not saying don't stand up for yourself, don't fight for your rights. Allow them to come in and slaughter and kill us. No. You know, that's the purpose of these people that pop up out of nowhere that begin to, to shoot these. And some of that's a part of the setup, shooting police and all that shit to get us to war, trick us into a war so they could do away with the Constitution and your rights. Be able to put you back into physical slavery. You understand? But those people that gather together, march, riot, and stuff like that, that's needed. That's cause. You're gonna have that. That's what those people are for to do. But to sit up here and try to guide people into a war and someone else's revolution, no, that's not the key to winning this battle. There's a war going on within yourself. Doing about that war within yourself. Set, tell me, your your Uncle Tom, not even your Uncle Tom, or your spirituality or your conscious mentality and intellect is not going to save you. You know, you the white man's helper. You know what I mean? Me and mine is gonna win. You're not. No, you're not. You know what I mean? The world's gonna be going a whole nother way, a different way. Correct. This thing is crazy. That's that takes me to the what the hell is on their mind? What's on your mind, man? That's what that means. That description. What's on your mind? You must learn. You must truly learn.
It's true. You have to let some of these people chime in or something.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna have to let some of these people chime in and them defend themselves.
Chime in and defend themselves.
Yep. Because this ain't a fair fight. They're trying to fight
You said
against
it
us. No,
That
it's not
ain't a
fair.
fair fight.
Yeah. It's not a fair fight at all.
Right.
They can't beat us. There's too many of us.
Yeah, they can't beat. You can't beat us.
Yeah.
Not if we, especially. I mean, if you unify every last one of us, it's not gonna happen that way. That's what I'm saying. You're gonna have more people backing out than you had those fighting.
True.
Yeah, and there you is. You trick me into a war to fight and battle, and it's just us.
Mm.
It's like, oh, you got you got 10 million people saying, yeah, I'm ready. Let's go. And let's meet up here and we start from there. And you get there, instead of 10 million, you got 10,000. Yeah, if they could deploy 40,000 people, I ain't even know the whole military force. What the hell you think they gonna come with?
Too soon.
It don't make no sense. And here it is, they got access to all type of weapons that you don't have access to. If they had access to it, then it'd be a different story.
Mm-hmm.
If they came out and fought, then that'd be a different story. But they're not. You know, they're not. You're gonna have those that's gonna sit back and be watching the tube, or sleeping through it, or drunk and high through it, and took through it at the club. You know, like, then turn the news like, oh shit, it went down. Oh, I forgot. Nigga, you ain't forgot. I've been in that situation, man. So I got cuts, stab wounds, and shot, and one shot wound there. Get my neck out for you, and I look back and you ain't there. Did that. You know, I've been in a situation in jail where, you know, we ride against the Spanish. We're not even riding against the Spanish. We standing up against the Spanish because the Spanish trying to oppress us and they outnumbering us. It's 6 or 7 of us to 30 something of us. But it's like 20, 30, it's like 20 more blacks that just laying on their bunks.
Yep.
The way. But it's 7 of us. And us 7, though, was powerful enough that the niggas said they ain't want it. Keep jumping up in the forefront like, niggas, set it off. Fuck all that talking. What up? Yo, calm down, young boy. Back up. Let's just try to, man, fuck that talking shit. What up? But they comfortable. They really ain't ready to leave. This nigga ain't really ready to. You know what I mean? Wasn't really the head guy wasn't trying to get packed up to leave.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Or possibly something happened to him. So just my spirit alone being in there, that's how strong my spirit. I mean, I used to be one of those little knuckleheads like that thought it was about a revolution. I can't wait till the revolution settle. You know what I mean? And I got more right knowledge within myself, and my spirituality got stronger. I realized that was a stupid ass idea. That the Black Panthers didn't win. Here it is, you had a group of black brothers, young as fuck, marching through the cities with guns, ammunition, in the White House, walking up in the Capitol, wherever. You know what I mean? Towns, all these they had all these type of events where they gave free picnic, free organized to give out feed the poor. Everybody, mom was loving.
Yep.
When it went down, they was left in alone. None of them people that they helped came out there to help them. They slaughtered little Fred up in Chicago. They tore Chicago to pieces, man. They tore Elvis Cleveland them to pieces in that courtroom. You know what I mean? They gave up a good fight. Some got killed, some survived. But at the same time, they was fighting alone. But here it is outside. They had like 10,000 motherfuckers out there. But they just sat there and watched these 5 or 6 or 10 men just get slaughtered. Man, Chicago it lasted a little longer because they had more people willing to fight. This, you know, that thing lasted a couple of days. But still, they ain't do nothing. They kill Emmett Till, ain't nobody do nothing. Ain't nobody do nothing. They kill Martin Luther King, ain't nobody do nothing. But you love these people. Today you worship and martyr them. Do nothing. All you could do is say, all you could do is give praise and reverence to them. Malachi York in jail. All you could do is give praise and reverence to him. He ain't doing shit for him.
That's a fact.
Shit. You could barely keep afloat when he left. You sitting out here saying you fall apart, you do this, you do that. I don't see y'all out there numbers on the streets like the ASRs were back in the days, like HTM was back in the days, like the lobbyists were back in the days. You all over Facebook everywhere, rah, 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 like you, Ray, like you shining. Looking like a bunch of ducks. Niggas can't even compare to the NOI. At least when Elijah Muhammad died, Farrakhan and Rocky Muhammad still got them fucking that nation throbbing, jumping. Got left with the blueprint like they got left with the blueprint. He was supposed to be, he was the successor to Elijah Muhammad. Well, where the fuck is his shit at then? That niggas worried about partying, dancing, looking good. We at the ball, y'all. Come to the ball. We having another ball. Fuck out of here. Fuck you in your ball. Nigga, you dropped the ball.
Definitely. Won't tell us we're slow. Worst part is people getting angry over people's opinion. I've never heard of such a thing. It's just stupid.
Yeah, that's true. And no, people getting offended over people's facts. We don't deal with opinions over here.
Mm-hmm.
We ain't opinionating shit. If
Ruffling
one
too
of
many
us make,
feathers.
say that, Terry.
I said we ruffling too many feathers with the facts.
True.
Facts. Exactly. Tell me why you mad, son. Tell me why you mad. If I'm not speaking so much, we not speaking so much of the truth. Tell us why you mad. Numbers is small. We ain't that big. Shit, Chuck Moore with one man. You got y'all niggas beat. Can't deal with that one little man. You're scared to death of him. Now you want to call him out. Yeah, like, hey, cool. What was that? That meme? You mean? That wasn't you. That was Honey Baba too. He put the meme up from Harlem Nights with the little nigga got a Tommy gun. You popping a little that. Put that little pea shooter down, nigga.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
That zip gun down, nigga. What the fuck you shooting with?
I know. Pop, pop.
Yeah. That was a battle out gracefully, man. Forfeit. Say you got something to do.
What's on tomorrow?
Huh? What's on for tomorrow?
I said it's on tomorrow.
Yeah, it's on tomorrow.
Assassin.
I'm gonna get my popcorn.
Big juice.
I'm gonna get my popcorn and sit back
That's what I'm saying.
and watch Jack.
Rolling commentary.
I wonder if he going in there alone, or he gonna take Kanasu or a gun, a Goonie.
Yeah. Maybe.
I ain't even gonna speak to that nigga. I told him I ain't even gonna go to him no more. He need to work for it.
That's gonna be something else.
Tell you that, we got more than they got.
Huh?
Cause you know more than they do.
Well, there's too many.
He may be lost to us. Yeah. Say that again.
So there's too many of them still.
Yeah.
Chuck Morgan and them. There's not just Chuck. There's a lot of dudes and agents in that camp there. They got bare researchers. Bare researchers, boy. So I'm saying, Assassin knows what he needs to do. I don't know. These guys are putting themselves in a position where the ones that could help you, you've already offended them. You know what I mean? Could have helped you or something. You know what I mean?
You know what he said? He just focused. He just entertainment, and he focused on the language. That's what he said.
That's kind of giving the game away. Because those guys will know the language, won't they? They'll just know Nubic and Nawabic. Some of them might even be responsible for some of it. So you have to be prepared. Can't run up in there like these guys don't know what they're doing. Well, I would love the opportunity, but sure, them niggas ain't ready yet.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too. And I said, hell no, I ain't getting in there with help them if they fight. Nigga, fuck out of here.
It's too easy.
We put our hand out there. We offer that help.
Second, just to get
We offer the help.
to get that shot as abuse.
You want to stick with Dusa.
Well, maybe he'll come. Maybe I'll help him tomorrow.
Dusa?
Mm-hmm.
That was a good one. Yeah, that was a good one.
It seems like Assassin's got something up his sleeve. If he's telling them to bring all these different guys, he wouldn't be silly enough to come alone, I don't think. He must have the prince or something. Come out retirement, maybe. I don't know.
They calling him up right now.
Probably.
I think it's a baby compared to
You gotta call in all the favors right now. Gotta feel all. I know Canassy's just making some beads that he can wear. Some bindi. We'll put it on with the bean neck. Not Mario's.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mario's bindi was so beautiful, but I saw it in the Holy Tablets. On some Hindu.
With the bindi?
Yeah.
What about that? Oh man.
I said,
The
oh,
picture you sent me with the old ass man with the bindi on his forehead. I can't believe it. Like, what the fuck is going on, man?
Yeah. Dragon Ball Z.
I thought y'all was the tides.
Zaki.
The tides ain't wear no bindi.
Exactly. Only Hindus.
Yeah, you was better off saying Watusi or Kuthites. Yeah, that's the Hindu side of it.
Mm-hmm.
Telling them to put the bindi on.
Wow.
More trinkets to the costume.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I want to read that. It says, what is the atom composed to? At the center of an atom is a smaller molecule called the quartz, the father of energy, which in itself was produced by the mother of all energy, biax. And the cell beneath the cell, or in case of a DNA inside, is the mother's mitochondria. Mitochondria. There is the nucleus, a disk constant of protons and neutrons on the outside of the core. That's it. Yeah, let's see what we got. What is the mitochondria and where does it come from?
Is that a question?
Yeah, nah, any question. Unless you were the speaker, you were the spatter before I start reading.
Oh, go on. I know the answer, but it's all right.
Go ahead. Get the answer.
Huh?
Show them your technique and I'm gonna read it. Show what we dealing with. I'm gonna read it. Here you go.
Yeah, mitochondrial DNA A study by Rebecca Khan, where she took 100%ers and measured them to find that all women are related, and that mitochondrial DNA is the DNA that causes changes within the body and only carried by the female. And it's the gene that is continuous. That's why every woman is a copy all the way back to the original woman, and every man is a one-off special. And man's genes can only go 6 generations, and well, women's are eternal. So when we're looking through history, we should really be looking at the women in history. You got to say the mothers of all these prophets and leaders, and
I know I worship the God. My mother walked though.
Exactly.
Actually,
We'll go back to the first mother.
Say,
We'll go back to the first mother. Black, white, Chinese, or indifferent.
So I'm gonna read a little bit of that. He said he ain't that. Said he coming. All right. What is the mitochondria? And where does it come from? The mitochondria, huh? Mitochondria is a spherical or elongated organelle in the cryptoplasm or eukaryotic cells containing genetic material, many enzymes important for cell metabolism, including those responsible for converting food and nutrients to usable energy, also called chondrocyte, from the New Latin Greek metos, wrap thread Greek chondrion, diminutive of chondros, grain, granule, to grind. Mitochondrial DNA is inherited only from the mother. Exactly what you were saying, brother. Exactly what you were saying.
Our whole information is in the holy tablets in the Epic of Creation still. It's in the latter part, but yeah. It gives you time and date of when Rebecca Khan did the experiment.
Yeah. Oh,
on the mitochondrial DNA, yeah. It's like 1980 something, 86 or something like that. Long ago. That's the basis of that genetic Eve video. That information. You know that genetic Eve. They called it, yeah.
Genetic
Eve. Yeah, Genetic Eve. It's a documentary.
Oh, Genetic Eve.
Yeah. Okay. Danny Glover's narrating. But it says that every woman comes from one woman who left out of Africa at a certain amount of time. She ain't the mother of everyone, but she's the mother of everyone non-African. So your auntie just left out of Africa and managed to produce every other race on the planet. That's all that's trying to say to you. That's crazy. But yeah, mitochondrial DNA. studies that, man?
But yeah, it's on their minds, man. You must learn not to fuck with me.
Straight.
That's what you must learn, not to fuck with us. And I was wrong for that.
Yeah, man, we got the facts, got the info. It's not a game. Put me
But what's
back
more
on.
sacred? What's more sacred feminine than that information?
True.
Say that again, Terry. I missed it.
I stated they have a new like book out called The Gospel of the Sacred Feminine, when they could have just left out gospel and just said sacred feminine or the science of the sacred feminine. But it's like what like if that
Yeah, why would
information
you
that y'all
use
just
God?
read,
Go
you
ahead,
heard,
say that. Keep going, Terry.
if that information
Say,
that y'all just read is outdated, then what other information is there? Because it don't get no more sacred than that. Like that's why I'm kind of curious what new information could be in that book. And I refuse to read it to be frustrated to find out there is none. Or better yet, what's in there is a contradiction to what's already out, like before with the Anu and the they all reptilians and they all coming back to eat. I'm like, man, wow, seriously? So it's like I don't want to read another one and be disappointed like that. So I say, what's more sacred than that?
yeah, well, you gotta add new that's reptilian, but that's they add new. Like you said it's left out gospel. No, they did right because the niggas is under a ghost spell. You know what I mean? Proving that gospel is a ghost spell dealing with 6 ether gases, ghost station. So they only telling you, they only trying to slip in the true fact of who they are. Slide it in there on how gastration of no, not ghost station who they are. I said gas station, not ghost station. I spell the ghost spell that they deal with. When next come out with some Gothic teaching, cat holistic. These dudes, that's crazy. That was crazy, Tim. I didn't know that. Gospel of femininity. Let's say that again.
One of their new books is called The Gospel of the Sacred Feminine.
The gospel of the sacred feminine. Wow.
Sound like some Avatar shit.
Yeah, I gotta start reading this stuff just to
I would suggest don't waste your money. Don't waste your money. You're going to be mad in the mug like I was when I read that one book, The Melanite Race. And then they tried to tell me about the blood and say that the original blood type was a positive blood type originally. I'm like, wait a minute. You telling me the original blood type was a RH factor and everybody had this monkey blood running around? I'm like, that don't even make sense. You know, okay, like monkey blood don't even mix with regular blood. Like if you don't have a RH factor. Like if you RH negative, you can't breed with somebody that has the RH positive. The baby won't. It won't. Like say for example, the father is RH positive and the mother is RH negative. When that baby starts in their womb, it'll start to abort that mug. Now, if the blood types are the same, it won't do that. It'll naturally just reproduce. You know what I mean? Only reason why it attacks that fetus is because it's a foreign entity. So guess what they do in order to keep the body of the female from destroying that egg? They administer a shot called the Rogam or RH Rogam shot, which prevents the baby from being aborted. So you telling me before they invented this shot, everybody was originally supposed to be, negative, but now somehow positive became more dominant, but originally we all positive. That don't make sense, but negative is dominant currently. So that's why I'm saying that science don't add up. And then if there was no shot to be administered, how the heck did we become more dominant? Do you understand where I'm coming from? You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The shot was recently made. You know what I mean? So if there was no shot, everybody baby would have been aborted or come out like weird mutie, like it couldn't reproduce properly. It would have had other disabilities, due to the fact that the baby came out with, with defects, due to the fact that the mothers was trying to destroy or abort it the entire 9 months. So somehow they wouldn't have made it. They wouldn't have made it. They wouldn't have added up to be this number. So that's how I'm like, that science don't add up. So I feel like I wasted my money for either buying that scroll or that book. I can't say scroll because the scrolls was original. I say that book and a few other books like the one that Brother Maku read when the mothers was talking about Nibiru was full of reptilians and they was gonna come back and eat everybody. Remember?
Yep.
And so I'm like, I'm done.
Real talk. Yep.
I feel you on that. I'm done too. Like, with that shit, like, that make no sense. Things people say, things people come up with. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that only works. That information only works if you don't do no research. If you just reading it for face value, believe in everything you say, that's the only way that works. Other than that, if you question, scrutinize it, research it, you find out that this don't add up.
Yeah. Most of what they say don't add up. You know
That
what I mean?
information is garbage, boys. It's rubbish. Not entertaining.
Period.
And someone wants to fight me over it. We'll pull weapons out and all sorts. Fiery swords and all.
Yeah, like they about it, fool.
Yeah, damn.
About it. Yeah. Okay.
I'm still waiting to hear.
Yeah, I'm trying to hold out on shooting. Going crazy. But
where's Elijah?
Look like it ain't gonna happen. People try to put, I guess, I don't know. Oh, give me a second.
That's fine. We got Saturday Night Lights to light a nigga's ass up.
Yo, so when is the show for Assassin on Chuck Morgan's show? Because I haven't seen it yet. If it's tomorrow, then how we gonna do Saturday night?
Today.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that shit shouldn't take long.
Huh? Oh, sorry, Paco.
You saying that's gonna be all night?
Yeah.
Huh? 12-hour show? Hell no. That might be done in 50 minutes now in The Assassin. Be like, I know, slow down.
Yeah.
That if they pressure too much, he'll just leave. Be like, no, man, it was too much for me, man. So I said, fuck it. I said, fuck it. A lot of people saying fuck it around here lately. Don't know what's going on. So they were given a new directive not to use abusive and offensive language.
What? Who? Say that again?
That was their new directive, innit? Remember on their update? You have to wear bindi.
Yeah,
Basically, you have to go on like Gandhi.
got the sister that we make a post that she got this. But it's still out here using a piece of large versus derogatory back together. Yada yada yada. But I like her. She be laying it down on them. She be paying at them hard. Who's out here faking. Yeah, they got this black man on these top boys on. And they selling these books, hustling people with the book.
Yep. The same for the people who buy it. You come back, they beat you up. Man ain't scaring no one in that uniform, I tell you. Yeah. I'm yet to meet other than the masters and the master teacher himself. I'm yet to meet some gangster New Orleans, real G's, triple G's. These niggas are soft. Soft 5 years in. I know. Baby face.
Niggas killing babies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You see that thing? I didn't get to send it to you. I should have sent it to you. But about this poo poo ass nigga. He got this video. I think he got it from Chuck Norman. But got this video about the situation happened in Atlanta with some Iraqis. They was all over the news at Gwinnett County.
Okay.
This girl that was missing since she was like I think 16 or something, or 17, and what's going on? They pulled out. She was weighing 59 pounds. That they had her living in the closet, and she had a baby, and the baby died. So the baby just looked like bones. Looked like a fetus. And it just shone forth that they was all over the news with the coat, the YBN people in Georgia, like they just showing that they abusive to children.
Kids, yeah.
Them kids, that's the only thing you killing.
We ain't supporting that. We ain't endorsing that. We don't endorse such rubbish. Most of us got kids, got girls.
I mean, that's sad, yeah. It's very close.
I know.
Forcing the starvation if they don't abide by their rules.
Ain't no surprise. There's people like Yashua out here.
I'm so ready to that. Listen, Yashua and this nigga is solid, man. These dudes is trip, man. Talking all this crazy shit, dude. Like that niggas is some real gangsters and killers. Panama asked about me. You ain't nobody. Never heard of you. You know what I mean? No, the real Panama. You're not maybe Panamanian nigga, but you're not the Panama nigga. Fuck you talking about? Shoot who? Shoot what? Kill who?
Do
Do what? The niggas is entertainers, man. You just out here running your guns, bumping your jabs. You know what I mean? Mad because dudes is showing forth that you ain't nothing but a bunch of snakes, man. Like real talk.
Right.
What work you put in? Yeah. Who? CB, you gonna do what? Do what? Wish a nigga would. Real talk. Man, I ain't get to hear it. So there ain't much I can say on it. That's enough to light a fire. Gosh, trip. Nigga, fuck comedian. So you niggas is a comedian. I ain't free your master teacher. See you make it happen. Click it up with Prince York. Prince York is not coming out fucking with y'all niggas. You got better issues. got enough shit on this plate. Polite, come on, man. Come get behind us.
Crazy.
Polite too busy living fatter for the hall. I don't know, ass nigga. What you talking about? Nothing. Where's the content? Ain't no content. For real, like Friday is sick, man.
You lost it, busy man.
Yeah, go put your dindy on your head.
Killer.
Those is funny, man. Yo, like that, man, I'm about to be out, man, because if I keep talking, niggas be trying to shut my shit down, man. I tell you what, you said a lot. You said a lot that you gotta stand behind.
Yep.
You said a lot. You gotta prove. You said more than enough.
Ain't no turning back.
You said more than enough, boy. Believe that. See where your mouth really at. Like the old time to say you stuck your foot in your mouth. You bit off more than you could chew.
Right.
You're gonna need more than the Band-Aid. That's real talk. Need more than the Band-Aid. Trailer park ass niggas. Nigga live in a trailer park all his life. I know trailer park that's live, but ain't nothing jumping off in that trailer park. Not even no sex.
I'm saying. So you're not locking kids in the closet. And
Word, no kids. Nigga.
We're dealing multiples out here.
8 kids and grandchildren. I'm 8 children, 4 grandchildren strong.
Straight.
But I'm gay.
I know. Cheek.
Run around here with all this long hair. Yeah, I'm bald headed. I'm gonna stay bald headed. You gotta know that song, Go McCool. You don't have to chase this crazy bald head out of town.
That's right.
You ain't gonna shut me down.
This is a world.
Yeah.
Brass. Or dread. Dread is a dreadful thing, you know. That's what we say. You know, Ras. You know, Tafari. Yeah.
So you got
The man that dread. Dreadful. Dreadful thing. The man that you bacon. And listen techno.
No. Apologize for the wait. You say be in a second, man, but second taking a little too long.
I'm sure he's got a bit to say. Yeah, but geez.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a couple more minutes. We gotta shut this down. I don't want this content to be whack. I don't enough long dragging. I think you came in to do what I had to do and say what I had to say.
Yep.
Hold on. No. Once again, like I said, at least I don't want the content to be too long dragging. We put in enough. We drove in enough points out to understand we ain't fighting. Ain't in here tonight, but point well taken, things well said that need to be said. I think we covered a lot of ground. Not so much as what we was kind of like set the record straight. But so
yeah.
with that, brother McCool, you want to say some things before we break up out of here? See, Teddy already dropped off.
Yeah. Yeah, big up to brother 2T. For his wisdom. And yourself, brother Gregory. That's what we do. We set the record straight around here. Done with all these defamers and disrespectors. Yeah. We love the master teacher. Dr. Malachi Z. York. I should.
Z.
You know what I'm saying?
Z. King, yo.
And if you want to raise a fight out of me, then yeah, go ahead. Disrespect the master teacher, which you done been doing. You know what I'm saying? We ain't disrespecting him over here. Every little bit of praise or respect that we get and admiration for the work we do, we give our admiration to the master teacher for guiding us and unlocking us. So, you know, anybody want to fight, then yeah, we can do this. But you gonna lose. You know what I mean? We rocking that green light. We ain't rocking on the Garu shit. We ain't walking none of that fake shit. You know what I'm saying? That petition shit. Anyone buy that is a sucker. You know what I'm saying? And then want to be cocking weapons and all that shit. It's foolishness. You know what I'm saying? Grow the fuck up. Go get knocked the fuck out. Plain and simple. So as for that, I'm out. Wadu, Wahad Ashug, Tawahat, Hotel.
Yeah, you said, I like everything you just said. That's real facts. Like, man, there's fools. Cocking back. That's comedian shit. Click clacking. What real live man does that? That's kid stuff. Kids get on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, drugs, faking gangster. You know what I mean? Good. What's going on? It's right. Hold on. Another thing. Hold on. I got a call real quick. Hold on. Don't close that. Yeah. And brother Elijah, I guess he caught up. He wasn't able to make it. But yeah. Like I was saying, that's not right knowledge. You talking all this free someone, you about to sit right beside him. Get the same house cotton mill.
Right.
That shit don't make no sense. You know what I mean?
Yep.
For real. Like I said, kids do that. Children do that. You know what I mean? You gonna fight, let me fight for a cause. You gonna fight because what a man says, you can't handle the truth. You can't handle the facts. You know what I mean? Disrespect and downgrade. Give fake ideologies like you always do. Coming with this made up fairy tale shit. Throwing people lies when you're the biggest liars on the planet. But with that, I ain't wasting no time. We're not gonna waste no more time on that. So with that, I said peace, love, and light. Peace and divine blessings.
Mm-hmm.
For the creative force of will, Mother Nature. I want to thank anyone that supports, that tune in and listening, and keep watching. More gonna come. It's gonna get greater later. People, shout out to all the masters that couldn't make it tonight. I thought it was gonna be more than this, but it wasn't. No, people was busy, had other things to do, obligations right now that were taking place. I'd like to thank Brother McCool, the master McCool, Big Chief out of London, the real McCool, you know,
Okay. Mm.
you know, James Owens, I'm sorry, couldn't show up tonight. Leave out the tune. Like I said, Mother Nature Empress Fatima
Mhm.
should be coming back. Should be coming soon, giving you that perfect sound hearing. You know, that's what we're about.
Yep.
To bring this divine truth and love back to the planet, to our people. Love you all. Thanks once again. Freestyle Friday. We out. Get your
Yeah.
mind right. Get what's on your mind off. You must learn.
Mm.
I do. Peace.
I do.
For sure.
I should. I should.
Letting the boys not either.
Mm. Big
You
up.
can't. Big up.
Big up. Big up.